alkali metals. That is the group 1 of the elements. They have all 1 electron in the outermost shell. They are all silvery white, and they are reacting with water and with air. With water they form alkaline solutions. Potassium is used in fertilizers. Lithium, components of lithium can be used to treat manic depression, and lithium together with aluminum makes a strong and light alloy, which can be used in airplanes. And then some things more are said here. There's been said that we're all reacting with the water and with the air. For example, sodium is reacting with the air if there's a fresh cut in it, and it tarnishes, and therefore these alkaline metals are stored in oil. Potassium is reacting even stronger with the air. When we say that potassium is reacting strongly with water, the other ones also, and if it reacts with water, it zooms then vigorously over the surface of the water and forms hydrogen bubbles which are burning in a pink-blue flame. And then the potassium, the alkali metal, and the water forming potassium hydroxide. And the next thing we then said is that then calcium and francium, I think was it, are exploding if they're coming together with water. Now these 6, they are lithium and sodium, and then potassium, and then rubidium, calcium, and francium. Now there are sodium atomic clocks, something, it's not explained 100% how it works, but there is calcium atomic clocks. There's calcium that is then heated, and there's said calcium vibrates with 9,192,641,770 times per second. If the calcium is heated, it travels somehow with splitted off atoms, then through an electromagnetic field, and that tells the clock what time it is. They said how sodium is made. They said there's salt taken. Salt is sodium chloride. That is heated in a Downs cell to 800 degrees Celsius. Then electricity is going from the anode to the cathode through the heated sodium chloride, and then it is split and separated. And then there is said that there are sodium lamps, and these are used as street lights, and there is a sodium vapor in, and if now the electricity goes through the sodium vapor, then that glows in a yellow color. And potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide can be boiled together with fat to make soap. And that is according to Susan McKeever's Science Encyclopedia book on the page 34. This is no chemical advice, and the positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or the ones of the entities spoken of. Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn chemistry today, alkali metals, and after we've done it, we're gonna do stretching. And if you participate in the stretching, then it's at your risk. Alkali metals. The salt that you eat on your food contains sodium, the most common element of group 1 of a periodic table. Sodium is the group 1 of the periodic table, where we have sodium, Na. That is group 1, and there's sodium. And sodium is the most common elements of these ones. So hydrogen, lithium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium are not as oftentimes appearing on the Earth as sodium. And it is one part of salt which human beings potentially are eating. All the members of this group, so group 1, are called the alkali metals. Okay, these are all the alkali metals. One of them is sodium, and that is a part of salt. Because they react with water to form alkaline solutions. Just at the side, I would guess the word alkaline solution comes from the word alkali, not alkali from the word alkaline solutions. So what we're saying here, alkali metals are all reacting together with water, and what comes then out are the alkaline solutions. Alkali are reacting together with water to become alkaline solutions. They are reacting with water. Potassium, also here, one down, number 19. Another element of the alkali metals is an ingredient in fertilizers, or potassium sulfate, or potassium nitrate, also called saltpeter. And I don't know basically any of them. Doctors use compounds of lithium, so lithium is another one, to treat manic depression or mental illness. So lithium, a part of it in specific prepared things, a part of it is then by people who know what they're doing, used to treat some things like maniac or some mental illnesses. Also, lithium is mixed with aluminum to make a light but strong alloy, a metal mixture used in aeroplanes. So lithium is taken together with aluminum, and that can be used to make, when planes out of it, the structures of planes, because it is very light. A plane should be light so that they can fly easy in the air. All the alkali metals are a silvery white color. Okay, all of them are silvery white, do I say? Their reactivity increases going down the group. All have one electron in the outer shell. So the more down, the stronger they are reactive with things, do we say? Could this be true for all groups? Maybe not. Okay, we heard some things. Group 1 is the alkaline metals group, and one of them is sodium, which is a part of salt, and other things, lithium is used in some medicamentations, and aluminium together with lithium is used in aeroplanes. Aluminium is somewhere here, I think. Here, group 30. Aluminium is not an alkali. Aluminium is a poor metal. So in airplanes, and they are all silvery white, and their reactivity is increasing going down. They all have one electron in the shell because they're group 1. Alkali metals are soft enough to cut with a knife. So they can be cut with a knife, alkali metals. These silvery white alkali metals. Sodium reacts so quickly with oxygen in the air that a cut surface tarnishes within minutes. Alkali metals are stored in oil to prevent this reaction. Okay, if there's coming air onto such an alkali metal, like on sodium, then sodium is reacting so strongly with the elements in the air that it tarnishes almost immediately. And to prevent that, they are stored in oil. Potassium reacts even faster than sodium with oxygen in the air. So potassium is reacting very fast with the air. Soap making, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are boiled with fat to make hard soap and liquid soap. It is thought that soap was first made by the ancient Egyptians. Sodium lamps. Street lamps glow a vivid orange yellow because they contain sodium vapor. Okay, they're saying that some street lights having a orange-yellow light because they are containing sodium vapor. The color is produced when electricity passes through this vapor. Sodium compounds give a similar color when they are held in a flame. Okay, in these lamps there's electricity passing through a vapor of sodium, and that makes it orange-yellow. Reaction of water. A piece of potassium metal reacts so vigorously with water. Potassium was already reacting with oxygen in the air so strong. So now with water, that it zooms all over the surface, creating bubbles of gas. I mean, there's a strong reaction with a lot of bubbles. This gas is hydrogen, which burns with a pink-blue flame. Does it just burn without anything else? The potassium and the water react to form potassium hydroxide, which makes an alkaline solution in water. So there's potassium in water. Water is hydrogen and oxygen, and the potassium is reacting with it. So that hydrogen is coming as gas bubbles burning in a pink flame upwards. The potassium of our substance in the water is reacting with the hydrogen and the oxygen to form potassium hydroxide. So potassium with hydrogen and oxygen becomes potassium hydroxide, and that which makes an alkaline solution in water. And that is now reacting, we said it here, all they are reacting with water. We having now alkaline solution in water. Then all the metal has reacted with the water. The water is warm because of the heat giving out during the reaction. All the alkali metals react in a similar way with water. However, the rubidium and calcium explode as they touch. So all these alkali, they are strongly reacting with water, making bubbles, making the water when warm, or even exploding. Making sodium. Sodium can be extracted from salt, sodium chloride, using a dose cell. The salt is heated to 800. We don't have time for that left. That means we're going to come back in the next part when we're going to read these two things here, try to understand them then. And then sometime in the future part, we're going to read it again. Maybe in the next part we can start with it and try to make a presentation so that we can say what are these alkali minerals, these things named them. If you stay here and participate in the stretching in this video, have the feet standing together and open with one foot and the other foot. Then the heel and the heel. As far as you can go. And then back in again. This time stay down on the knees. Up again. A bit apart, breathe in the arms up. Breathe out and out to the side. In and up. Out to the other side. In and up. Out and down. In. Out, one hand slides down the leg, the other shoulder stays down. Breathe in. Out, one elbow. Breathe in and out the rib cage. Out and back. Again in. Out, the other hand slides down the leg, the other shoulder stays down. Breathe in. Out, one elbow. Breathe in and out the rib cage. Out and back. In the arms up. And reach. In and up. Out and reach. In and up. And down. And back, shoulders up. In front and down. Again. And now backwards. Front, up, back, and down. And breathe in the shoulders up. Out, let me fall down. In and up. Out and down. And breathe in the arms up. And reach always with one arm high up. Pretend to take an apple hanging high on an apple branch, to turn it a bit around and then to harvest them. And the legs wide apart, the arms to the sides, breathe in. And out and go over to one side. Again in. Out to the other side. In. And out and lean onto the knees. Breathe in. And out for shoulder. In back. Out the other left front. In back. And out and hanging down. Breathe in. And out and over to the back. Again in. Out to the other leg. And in. Out to the middle. Close the feet. Breathe again in. And out. Again in. And out comes slowly with a round back up, back at the top, backwards, shoulder, shoulder. Toes up onto the outside. Breathe in the arms up. And breathe out and sink down the elbows against the insides of the knees. Breathe in and straighten up. And breathe out and come with the back up. Breathe in. Out and down. Breathe in and straighten up. Out, count one straight line. Heads down. Have a good standing leg, the heel of a mobile leg on top of the knee of a standing leg. Breathe in. And out and down. Up again. Change the leg. Again in. And out and down. And up. Legs to the sides. And breathe in and come out. And breathe out and draw the shoulder blades together. up and down. Another round, in, up. Down. Up. Down. In and close the legs. In and out. It was stretching. I thank you very much, and until next time.